Hi again, it's Amina Jaman, Art Director of International Filmmaker Festival of New York and specialist in American drama. We continue our IG Live series and I have a next guest from India. His name is Sankalp Shukla. Hi, Natalie actress just joined us, so can't wait to see Sankalp and talk about his photography. And he does incredible pictures, mostly black and white. And I want to know why he loves this style more than colorful pictures, or maybe he wants to do both. But I truly enjoyed his work and I think it's really talented and it deserves your attention. And before he joins, I want to say again that this is IG Live with participants of New York Neil Gallery 5th edition, and it's a festival of art, and New York Neil Gallery's mission is to encourage through art. And whether you are a professional or art worshipper, you'll be liable to be part of the New York Neil Gallery. The founders of New York Neil Gallery are Mrika Krasniqi and Anil Zogyani, and it was founded in 2017, and it's a 5th edition. So excited. Okay, we have Sankalp here, and join me, Sankalp. Share your art with us. Can you hear me, Sankalp? Where are you? I don't see you. I sent you an invitation. Just accept, please. So we had Sharon and George, and now we have Sankalp. And we also have 3 more outstanding artists that will join us a little bit later. So Sankalp, are you here? Okay. Yes. The screen must split in 2 and we must see Sankalp, but see me only. So before he joins, I want to say that New York Neil Gallery is one of the leading platforms of international photographers, painters, and musicians dedicated to artists who embody diversity, innovation, and creativity. New York Neil Gallery gives artists the original platform to express their vision of world based on their personal experiences and observations. I'm so excited about this edition, already 5th edition, and it's a global online event, and we celebrate art, we celebrate artists, and we'll have 20 prizes in these nominations. Best photography, painting, portrait, human rights image, image of nature, image of life, best music video, female singer, male singer, band, directing, designing, makeup artist, song, original video, animation, installation, student project, experimental work, and a virtual reality. Come on, we are living in a virtual reality. Come on. Hold on. Sankalp, are you here? Yes, I don't see you. Sankalp, I want to send you an invite, but where are you? Come back. You should be watching it live so that I can send you the invite. I can't do it on my own without you. Come on, Sankalp, join. We are waiting for you. Sankalp is in India right now, and he is a brilliant young photographer. And I saw that he does pre-wedding pictures, wedding pictures, and I was like, pre-wedding? Come on. You have this too. Everybody wants to have a great photo shoot and beautiful pictures taken by outstanding photographer. Okay, Sankalp. Yes. I hope you'll come and we'll talk to each other. So, Sankalp, where are you? Where have you been? So, maybe you are watching, and let me send you an invite, because when you send me an invite, I accept and nothing happens. Okay? So, Sankalp. Are you doing this from your phone or from your computer. Maybe through computer it's impossible to make. Okay, we have a message. Ali Al-Sahir is writing, Happy New Year. We are waiting for you to come to Iraq. I'd love to. Okay. I'd love to come one day, hopefully, inshallah. Okay. We are waiting for our guest. So, let me, okay. Oh, at last you're here. I was like, let me send him an invite. Let me find him in the list of people who.
Sorry for some technical glitches.
Yes, were you doing this from the computer?
No, phone.
Phone, okay. I love your background. This is my favorite color, purple.
Good to hear that.
Yes, I love purple. It's so cool. So,
So first
Sankalp,
of all, wish you a very happy new year.
say it again.
I said, first of all, wishing you a very happy new year.
Oh, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too, and to everyone who's watching. Happy
Correct.
holidays. And I mean, I don't even feel that there are holidays
I
because
know.
I'm so busy. And I mean, I've never been busier. So in all genres, all my projects are moving, and I'm like, okay, I have to do so much, before January 10th, right? And after as well. So, Sankalp, first of all, congratulations on selection.
Thank you.
Your
It's an
work
honor.
is at New York Neil Gallery's fifth edition, and it's incredible. I was saying to our viewers that you make photographs in black and white style. There are some colorful pictures as well, but I want to know if you like black and white pictures more.
Yeah, actually, if you see, I like monochrome photos more because the authenticity of black and white pictures is more raw. So you get the right kind of feelings. When I'm playing with the colors, it's more like an amalgamation of subject with the background and everything. Black and white brings the real you,
Yeah, so
the
you're
real
focused
emotions.
on
Yes,
the hero, right, of the picture.
right.
I see. And I want to say that your photo series expressed deeply embedded pain running through the sinking pulse of living bodies as mental agony. That's what's written in your bio. I was like, wow, I want to know more about that. So, pain is the only thing that inspires you, or is it like the main thing that inspires you?
Actually, to be very honest, I come from an artistic background. I'm not just into photography. I'm into poetry as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to use this and I'm a communication professional. So I want to use this medium photography as a medium to actually create, connect, and communicate, and focus on storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Pain is something. Sometimes you're happy, you don't write, but when you're sad, you write. When
Mm-hmm.
you pen down your emotions. So when you're shooting a model, it's commercial. When you're shooting random portraits,
Mm-hmm.
when you're actually talking to people, when you're actually using this landscape to enter their life, get to know them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
whenever
and
whenever I choose my subjects, whenever I shoot, and the one of the reasons of taking this project on silence is a lot of time through body language, through scars, you're able to communicate the larger story, the through non-verbal communication, which is more abstract, which is
mm-hmm.
not just black and white. So I love exploring that gray shaded areas of life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I mean, even if people talk, most of them don't hear each other. So what's the point, right? So silence is louder than many words, and your pictures are silent, like silent movies in the beginning of 20th century, black and white. And I saw female bodies with flowers and tattoos of flowers
So
on the leg. So, do you love tattoos, or is it a
I love
symbol?
tattoos because yes, it's a symbol and it's a good.
We've
Okay.
lost you.
It, it's a
Oh,
visual
now you're back.
representation
Uh-huh.
that every time, like when you're shooting somebody, so it's like when you're shooting a girl's back with tied hair. So every tie hair, every layer of that knot is like the bundles of societal pressure that a woman is living in.
Mm-hmm.
When a
I
woman is when a woman is standing with an open hair, it's the freedom. It is the she what she wants to. So my most of my photography also talks about for knowing the world. There is Google, the lack of connect between I and me, and that's
mm-hmm.
very important, which people don't focus.
Yes, and there is also a photograph where you see a guy uh, and a wheelchair opposite him.
Yeah.
Is it you in that picture? Because it looks
No,
like you.
no,
No, it's not
no.
you.
No, it's not me. So I'll tell you the story behind the picture was that guy
Mm-hmm.
had lost his dad in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
every morning I used to see him that he used to take that wheelchair because it's winters, right? So he used to take that wheelchair near the window so that dad can get some sunlight. So he still takes that wheelchair to get that essence that his dad is still around that.
I see. So, where does your inspiration come from usually?
Usually people are like
Mm-hmm.
because people have a lot of stories to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a story. And I, being a writer myself, I've written two poetry books which are published in India, Hindi poetry
Oh,
books.
wow, that's great.
Been, I've been a state level awardee in creative writing. And since my background, my professional journey is communication, and I come from a background of journalism,
Mm-hmm.
so I focus on storytelling, and eyes are something which fascinates me.
Mm-hmm.
So most of my work revolves around eyes because eyes tell you larger stories than your lip says, than your word says.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, it's obvious, especially in your work. And did you ever think of making a movie based on your poetry? Because we have a unique work at New York Neil Gallery's list by Pamela and Jack. They will join us later. And
Okay.
Jack is writing poetry, and Pamela is
Okay.
making a movie with him based on his poetry. And it's so original. I found this format so unique. It's kind of virtual performance of a poetry. So have
I
you ever
have
thought about that?
I have thought about it. Even I experimented with a choreographer because dance is again a form of art.
Oh, it's incredible, especially in India. Come on, you have so many background dancers, like 400. It's like, oh my God, this is the biggest
And I
group.
come from Bombay, the Bollywood city.
Yes! Come on. I grew up on Bollywood films.
Which ones are your favorite?
Dance Dance, Disco Dancer with
Yes.
Mithun Chakraborty, and also uh, Three Musketeers. There was a movie like that. Yes,
Yes.
like any film with Mithun, he's my favorite. So
Okay.
Disco Dancer, dance, 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 dance is life, life is dance, and Jimmy, Jimmy. Acha, acha.
Yes.
So I love it. And I even danced, when I was a kid, those kind of dances. And I love Indian culture so much. It's so inspiring and it's so rich. When you think of costumes, saris, you look at them and they're so beautiful and they're so expensive. And when you think how much money you should have to make costumes for the background dancers, just think about it. It's just incredible amount. I'm like, oh my God, this is the richest dance
It's
group
always
in the world.
it's always larger than life here.
Yes, only Bollywood can afford that, in my opinion.
Correct. 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 So have you been to
Right?
India? Okay.
No, but I'd love to go one day to Mumbai,
Please, we're all welcome.
Delhi. Inshallah, soon. I hope the borders will open and we'll travel, as we did like before 2020,
I know, I know. Pandemic has really worsened the situation here as well.
Yes. So tell me, who is your favorite photographer? Someone you look up to?
A couple of them. One is Steve Mccree. I
Mm-hmm.
really like his work, the work he did in India and abroad, like for portraits, the stories, because it's most important what you're trying to communicate. I don't remember who quoted this. Somebody said, I don't click pictures, I do photography. So that is something you need to bring in that essence. Why are you doing it? The objectivity of it. What are you trying to convey? And what are you expecting out of your audience? So Steve McCurry is one. And there's a very famous photographer in India called Rafiq Saeed.
Mm-hmm.
So Rafiq Saeed is the only person in India who does only monochrome photos. He's a celebrity. He's a celebrity photographer. He has clicked all celebrities in India, all Bollywood celebrities. His works are mostly abstract. There's a vision and purpose behind every work what he does. So I greatly follow him since I told you I love monochrome photography.
Mm-hmm. So he makes portraits of Bollywood stars, right?
He does. He does.
Oh,
He
does he
does,
do a
but
portrait of Mithun
he,
Chakraborty?
he does, but again he does it in his very since I think in the last interview you were saying that your picture should be something which reflects you. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is his style of work.
Of course.
So
That's
his work
the
is
most important thing,
right.
your style. Something
Correct.
no one can copy.
Correct. So the essence is there. So his photography revolves around that. It's not like a direct portraits. It's
Mm-hmm.
more like body language.
I see. And we had a Bollywood superstar, Ankur Bhatia, on our IG Live. He was a
Mhm,
special guest of International Filmmaker Festival of New York. And
mhm.
we were so excited to have him, and we can't wait to have him back on IG. Such a brilliant actor. And he stars in Aria TV
Okay.
series.
Right.
It's
He
really
does.
good. And I can't wait to see the sequel. So, name your favorite Bollywood and Hollywood film.
Hollywood film recent would be Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
coming home, and Bollywood would be Kites of Hrithik Roshan.
Mm-hmm. I see. So, name a person you'd love to take a portrait of. Make a
Uh,
photo, you know, for someone.
somebody, I think I'll relate that to Bollywood. So
Mm-hmm.
there's an old actress who's no more, Smita Patil. She was a very
Mm-hmm.
famous actress.
Yeah, I know.
Smita Patil. So basically, features, eyes were fantastic to do. So on those lines, one day if had an opportunity of clicking somebody, it would be Chitrangna Singh, again a
Mm-hmm.
Bollywood actor. So
Mm-hmm.
she Smita Patil a lot.
I see. What about Amitabh Bachchan?
No, not interested.
What? Really? I see. That was interesting. Unexpected.
I know.
Okay. So,
Well, 90% people would say yes, we would love to, but again, he's not my subject. He's not giving me the share of pie of story that I want to capture.
different topic, right? So, not matching your
Yes,
philosophy, right?
yes,
Is
right.
that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. I see. So we have people joining us from everywhere, from Turkey. Achila, hello, Amina. Hi. Hi, Akar Vision. Hakan. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. It's really exciting to have so many people from so many different countries watching us, and everyone is so excited because it's an international festival of art.
Correct.
And our guest, Sankalp Shukla, is participating with his incredible photo album called Silence. So,
Right.
Sankalp, what are you working on at the moment? Maybe another album or maybe a photo book?
So I'm right now working on a topic called Dark Secrets of Varanasi. Varanasi is the
Mhm.
holy city in India. So right now, if you see whatever we talk about, so different caste and culture, what Varanasi has, what is the negative side of it? So death is considered to be the most holy part in Banaras. It's a very taboo subject that people don't talk about. So I don't know if you're aware of this. There's something called Mukti Bhavan,
Mm-hmm.
okay, where people in the last stage of their life go and stay there to die.
Mm-hmm.
But as per Indian culture, only Hindus are allowed there.
I see.
So I'm working on a project like that. Basically, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say is, like life, death also has dots. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
surpass deaths on caste, culture, creed.
Interesting. So tell me, as a poet, who inspires you? Maybe Rabindranath Tagore? I love his work.
Good. His work is fantastic,
Yes.
and to tell you that my native place is Calcutta, so I come from
Oh,
Bengal.
Bengal, right. So he wrote in
Right.
Bengali. I love his
Yeah.
Gitanjali, his work.
Gitanjali, yes, yes,
Yeah, my
yes.
favorite. I have his book, and he translated his work from Bengali into English himself. So it's just incredible, and I love Tagore's work so much. It's
So
just
my favorite, if you ask me, would be three. Tagore is one, Gulzar is two, and my mother writes Hindi poetry, so she's third.
wow. So what's her name?
Kumud Shukla. Her works are not published, but again,
Mhm. So you have poetic talents in your blood, So
yes,
uh,
yes, yes.
you inherited it from your mother,
Right.
right?
Yes,
That was in your genes. Come on.
yes.
That's incredible. That's
I'm already.
incredible.
Right now. I'm working on my third book. Two books are already published.
Congratulations on that. So you
Thank
have
you.
two
Thank
books
you.
of poetry, right?
Poetry, right?
Mm-hmm. So,
And
poems.
when you say what inspires you, basically, it's your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way people behave. It's like one of my motive is when I'm writing is life should be celebrated. People should be celebrated on day-to-day basis, not just birthdays, anniversaries, and when they die, we talk so much good about them. Why do you want to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate people daily. If I'm meeting you right now, I should be remembering you in good parts, not just on a one random day.
Yeah, not a bad connection, right? Not a bad
Correct.
internet connection. It's a good conversation.
Correct.
So Sankalp, we have a question from Ermira. She writes, Namaste, first of all. In your opinion, what makes a good photograph?
1 second. Okay. I think a good photography or a good subject and what you're trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like in the beginning, I said, do not click pictures, do photography. So
Exactly. Anyone can
the
click, but not
anyone can
everyone
click,
can
and since
capture.
and since the advent of
Exactly.
smartphone has happened, everyone has become a photographer.
And
Everyone has a
filmmaker.
photographer. Yes, and a filmmaker. Yes, yes, must say. And everyone is talking about taking pictures and all. But what is photography? Is your essence of your eye for photography? What are you clicking? What are you
Mm-hmm.
trying to convey?
I'm into clicking. That sounds awesome.
That's very
And
important. Don't do random photography. Be very clear in your head because what you are showing the world is backed by your words. What do you want the world to see in it? Rather, because you want the world to be on the same page.
mm-hmm.
If you're serious in this profession, make sure you're dead sure. If you're clicking a picture, what exactly that are you creating, and what exactly you want to communicate? If you're bridging these two gaps, I think it will make a fantastic picture. Because
Mm-hmm.
when I see a picture, I should be able to know, okay, this is a story behind it. Stories are important.
Mm-hmm.
Stories are very important.
A legendary photographer, Annie Leibovitz, once said that a great picture is a picture with a star in it. So she has incredible photographs of movie and music stars, ballet stars, great portraits of them, incredible photo shoots. So she knows
Right.
about that very well. So we have Liana who joined us. Hi, Liana. Ermira is agree with you, about what you said. So, and tell me, what are you working on at the moment?
So
Um,
I told you
maybe
the
are you expecting an exhibition at the gallery? Do you want to make one in the close future?
Yes, I want to. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So
So
where will it be held? In Calcutta?
recently, no, not exactly in Calcutta, in Mumbai, Jahangir Art Gallery.
Mumbai. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Secondly, my work was also selected in Los Angeles Photography Awards and Rome International Movie Awards. So I was happy with the fact that as far as the films were concerned, there were a lot of films that got selected from different countries. But as
Mm-hmm.
in the photography category, I was the only one from India whose work got selected.
Yes, and that's incredible.
Right. And
It's I
so,
love festivals because they unite people from
right,
everywhere. I mean, it's a global event, and colleagues meet each other. If they live in the same country, yes, the possibility of meeting is huge. But if they live in different parts of the world, where else can you meet, each other? Only at
correct,
festivals, right?
right. And to further enhancing this course of journey, what I also do is I teach photography in colleges, couple of colleges in
Mhm.
India.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
Yeah, it's really important to have a teacher who is also a successful professional, not just a professional who knows about his,
correct,
what he teaches, but who
correct.
is also making it, and they see your success, they see your achievements, and that inspires when you see a successful person, not just a person with knowledge but without real practice. When you see that theory meets practice, and it turns into success. You can trust such person, because he knows about success, and he can teach you, and you can follow such person as it's really awesome. So do you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I do. I am also, since I told you I'm a communication professional, I
Yeah,
teach postgraduate students on media relations and crisis communication.
that's incredible. So you're really good at communicating. So like if in the past people were saying Nokia connecting people, now they can say Sankalp connecting people, right? And communicating people.
Communication. Right. I think
That's
one thing I would really like to highlight, since there's a lot of questions coming up, that as the next generation who wants to do photography, who wants to really get into the subject of storytelling,
mhm.
what's important is invest in yourself. So a lot of youngsters are just marketing themselves. Instead of marketing yourself more, invest in yourself more. Instead
I
of
see.
having more Facebook pages, like because I remember somebody said, a great photographer said, your first 10,000 photos are bad.
Mhm.
So the more and more you invest in yourself, the more and more you start connecting dots. Why are you doing photography? That's the
Mhm.
biggest lesson I have.
I see. And Sankalp, we have one more question from Ermira from New York. What's one thing you wish you knew when you started taking photos?
Framing.
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 That's
Framing is
interesting.
very important.
Mm-hmm.
The unwanted element in your frames. How do you frame it? Because a framing also helps you a lot in communicating a story. Which side, which angle you are taking it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go by the photography book, they talk about rule of one third. But once you start clicking, once you know your subject, you know what's your style. So define your own rules. And this is and photography is very subjective. Do not
Mm-hmm.
go traditionally. Create your own stuff. So I think framing is very important. A lot of people have very bad framing. So
Mm-hmm.
framing is something that I learned over the years. And to
Mm-hmm.
enhance the journey, I'll tell you this is very important that 2010 after graduating 2009 after graduating in journalism, I joined Times of India as a reporter, as a
Mm-hmm.
crime reporter. And since I had interest in photography, so Times of India said you can carry a photographer with you while you're filing stories. I said no, I have a small Sony Cybershot, I'll click my pictures. So there
Mm-hmm.
were two motivations behind it. One, every time your article published, apart from the pictures, you used to get paid extra for the pictures. Second, you had your pictures published in Times of India, which is a leading media publication in India.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first journey of photography. And
Mm-hmm.
luckily, all my Times of India articles by line came with my clicked pictures.
That's incredible. And you have credits and you have your pictures published and they save money on photographers. So, instead of sending two people, they send one. It's like, two in one, right?
Correct.
Photographer, like photojournalist, right? So you are like a photographer
Even
and journalist.
so I'll tell you, even in my corporate job, I leverage this. So every time, like right now, I'm working for a leading chemical company in India. So most of the times, my click pictures are used in their marketing brochures, websites, annual reports, sustainability reports.
Yeah, that's incredible. And it's always great to have a huge portfolio, a wide one,
Correct.
so you can see the country through your pictures. You can see the story of different people through your work and
Correct.
different subjects, different topics, and different uh, exhibitions. I think each project should be unique. It should
Correct.
be always something new.
Correct.
I don't like when I see similar exhibition, like, each year it's like, oh, is it the same I saw or is it new? So you're confused. I think artists always should experiment, and take new levels, and get higher and higher in his professional standards. So the more topics you explore, the wider your audience is, in my
Right.
opinion.
Agree. Totally agree. I think
Mm-hmm.
the purpose is very important.
Yes.
Any masterpiece that you're trying to create, irrespective of the art that you are in, irrespective of painting, poetry, the purpose is important. Why are you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
You
Why
have
on
to,
earth are you doing it?
right. And every time, your biggest competitor is you yourself.
Yes,
If
you
you
should be
don't use,
better than
if you don't
yourself
like
in the
it, correct,
past.
correct.
It's not about
And
competing with someone else. It's about competing with your former
right,
self.
right. And I think the more and more, since this is the world of Instagram, Facebook, the more and more you learn, the more and more pictures you see, you get inspired, the more and more work you see. So sometimes you see more and good work and you're like, okay, why didn't this thought click in my mind? I could have done
Mm-hmm.
that. Even with Steve Mccree or Rafiq Saeed clicking a picture, winning awards for that, I would have been like, okay, I could have done that.
Yeah.
How could I
Mm-hmm.
be that better? What would have been I be doing if I was in that position? So that's
Mm-hmm.
important.
Mm-hmm. I think true art is when you see something outstanding, something you remember from the first sight. You don't need to
Correct,
see it two, three,
correct,
5 times, to remember. You remember it immediately. Something that
correct.
hits your memory and brain, right? And something
Right,
that brings emotions. And when you see it and you say to yourself, how does he do that, right? Or how does
right,
she do that? So you can't explain. That's a masterpiece in my opinion. And
correct,
when
correct.
you see something amateur or like, something so-so, not bad, not great, um, something that may not exist at all, so in general,
I know. That
people
happens.
do that, then it's not art, so if anyone can repeat it, it's not art, if it's impossible to repeat, then it's real art, and if it touches your heart.
That is where exclusivity comes in, right?
Exactly. It should be exclusive. It's all about
Right,
your own face, your own story, your own style, and your personal message. Your life
correct,
is your message. So make sure it's inspiring and you
right,
must say something new. It's not difficult to copy someone if you have a skill, right? But
correct.
the most difficult thing is to be original and to do something new so that others want to copy you, not you
I know.
copy others. So we have a guest here. Her name is the Faith Runner. So that's the nickname, obviously. It is great to
Correct.
hear you, Sankalp. Oh, hold on, hold on. My motivation for writing prose. Yes, and poetry as well. So
Right.
please do write poetry if you're good with rhythms and blues, right? So make sure there is a rhythm, right?
I understand.
Because everybody thinks they are poets, but only a few people really are true
Right.
poets,
That
like Rabindranath
that
Tagore,
maturity and
right?
polishing of your work comes as you do more and more work.
Hmm.
Yeah, you read and read more work.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. A stupid person cannot write poetry, or have a sense of humor. You should have uh, intelligence, brain. You should have education. You should know a lot to say a lot. So,
correct. I think that's the most important point you made. You should know a lot to say a lot. The more contented you are, the more you can talk.
mm-hmm,
Otherwise it becomes just generic.
mm-hmm. Yes, and it's really awesome talking to you, Sankalp. I wish you
Like,
best of luck in writing, in photography, in every field you want to express your talent in. And you are a multifaceted talent, so you should be on the highest level everywhere, not just in India, but on international level everywhere in the world. And I have no doubt that New York Neil Gallery fifth edition will help you in that. Your
I
participation
really
is
are.
already a success.
Yes.
Thank you, Mira, New York Elite. She said that this was a wonderful interview. Thanks a lot, and thanks for your questions. So many interesting questions, and we love hearing from you and reading from you. Is always awesome. So best of
I think
luck, Sankalp,
thank you.
and
I like think
you
I
did a
like to
great
just make a
job.
couple of points.
Yes, of course. Feel
Yes.
free.
So first of all, it was an honor. My work has already been selected in New York Nail Gallery before. I was interviewed in 2019.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
this is your second time, right?
This is the second time, yes.
Wow, I
And
didn't know
the,
that. Awesome.
and the best part, I would like to share this news with since everybody here. On 31st night, like first morning around 3 to 4 a.m., I got a message. The first message, the first mail that I read on a new year was from New York Nail Gallery that your work has been selected. And
Mm-hmm.
the best part was my wife's painting has also been selected. So it's a great
Wow.
news.
Oh, so it's a family
It's a family day.
celebration, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. Congratulations to your wife. And what's her name?
Mansi Kathuria.
Oh, I see. So her painting and your photography. That's awesome. That's incredible. So you guys inspire each other and
Yes, we do,
support
we do.
each other. That means a lot. And winning
Yes.
together is like twice great, So, right? It's not about
Yes.
competing with each other. It's about
No, no.
uh, going forward together,
Yes,
moving forward together.
correct, correct.
Yes, and as African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go
Go
far,
alone,
go
go
together.
together.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you guys definitely go together. You
Yes.
decided to go together, and that's incredible. Double treat. Congratulations. Thanks, Amira. Yes. So best of luck to you and your talented wife, and
Thank you.
can't wait to see the results. And I'm so happy to meet so many talented people through New York Neil Gallery's
I know.
festival of
It's an
ours.
honor. Thank
Yes,
you.
and I mean, I'll follow all the news and I'll watch other works of yours. I mean, see all the photos you do, and please send us the information about your upcoming exhibitions, okay?
I'll do that. Sure.
Yes, everything that's possible, to
Yes.
explore online, we'll do that now. And if it's offline, we'll just fly to India because your
Uh,
work's worth it.
most welcome. Most welcome.
Okay,
Oh,
bye. Bye,
bye. Take care.
Sankalp.
Thank
This
you.
was Sankalp Shukla from India. He did incredible photo album called Silence, and it participates at New York Neil Gallery's fifth edition. So, guys, I'll see you soon, and we'll have more guests.